Sure. Hi, Neil. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Great. I love this season so much. The look and feel of it is gorgeous. Lakeside, my favorite part of the book. Can you tell me, your feelings about the differences between last season and getting to this, iconic location in the book?
I think for me, getting to Lakeside was the thing that I've been looking forward to doing since before we began. I remember talking to Brian and Michael, the original showrunners, about how exciting I was and how it would make a fabulous season one day. Um, I think what's lovely is we're back to the book. We're back to what makes the book good. We're back to what people love about the book. Um, and it feels focused. Season one was wonderful and it created the whole vocabulary, but it also felt a little bit like an anthology series. Okay, here they're going off to this town, and here they're going off to this town, and that kind of thing. Season two, I felt got a little bit tangled. Um, and by the end of the plot and the end of the season, it was visually beautiful, some fabulous performances, but the story was tangled. What I love about season three is it's everything that you have ever loved about American Gods. It's the glorious visuals, it's these amazing
Yeah.
performances, it's the characters that you love and want to spend time with, but now it's all in service of a story. And the story begins in episode one, and then it just goes to episode 10, and it's a roller coaster.
It's so cohesive this season. I love it. And I wanted to ask, what are your feelings about small towns? You see the reaction to Shadow Moon after the girl goes missing, and also when he arrives. It's kind of like hot and cold. They're so friendly supposedly, but not really.
I I love small towns, and I know just how weird they are. Um, Lakeside was in many ways. I stole a lot of Lakeside from a little Wisconsin town that I'd been living in for a decade when I wrote it. And it was all of the things that I loved went in there. But also just the knowledge that every small town, as soon as you get under the surface, is the strangest place in the world.
Yeah.
Um, and that there is nothing that you can make up as a novelist about a small town that you will not then discover actually really did happen in that place. And either it makes you feel like you've got godlike powers of something, or it just makes you feel like, well, of course, it's a small town. Something like this will always happen.
Yeah, I have family from a small town in Arkansas, and it's very relatable. Um, I wanted to ask you about, Bilquist loyalties, where you see that going what you can tease about this season, because she seems so ambivalent.
I love Bilquist as a character. I love what Yatida has done. I think building up Bilquist into a character that we could relate to,
Mm,
if not always understand her motives, was hugely important. And I feel like, she's come a long way from season one. Um, but for me, I think the biggest thing is just making it clear that it's not that simple. And it's so easy just to go, okay, the old gods, they're the good guys, and the new gods, they're the bad guys, and that's right, isn't it? And you kind of want to go, well, no, no, not really. It's much more complicated than that, just as the world we're living in is much more complicated than that. It's what you give your attention to, it's what you believe, it's what you're giving your time to.
mm.
And what I love about Bilquis is, in many ways, she is the happy medium. She is the old god who is willing to go, yeah, this new stuff has a lot of stuff going for it. Not necessarily as an act of betrayal, but as a sort of with a pragmatism that perhaps some of the old gods do not possess.
Exactly. I love her. So good luck with the season, and thank you so much for your time. It's an
Thank you.
amazing
I'm
season
so
three is
glad you
awesome.
enjoyed it.
Thank you. Bye.